The respectable Polish French chemist physicist Marie Curie once said,
"Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less."
That's why we are here today to talk about chemistry and biodiversity.
So, Bukit, what do you understand about chemistry?
Chemistry is the study of substances, their properties, and transformations. Chemistry explains the behavior of materials and change. It is essential for industry, technology, and understanding living organisms. Shall you give us some examples of chemistry in our daily life, Sophie?
Sure. So, this includes food digestion, production of juice while chopping onions, food preservatives, and many more. There are actually a lot of different types of chemistry, but if we were to explain all of them, it would take too long, right, Bukit?
Yes, indeed. With that in mind, we will be explaining only 3 types of chemistry, which are organic chemistry, analytic chemistry, and biochemistry. Organic chemistry is actually the studies of molecules of life. All life is made out of only a few types of atoms that can be found in all living things, as it is necessary for life survival. Organic chemistry are used to synthesize nutritional chemicals and create agricultural chemicals.
As for analytical chemistry, it involves complex processes to identify the elements and molecules present. Analytical chemistry is used for medical research and regulatory processes.
Last but not least, biochemistry is the study of chemical processes in living organisms. It is closely related to biodiversity. One of its uses is to research regenerative medicine. Now, what about biodiversity?
The term biodiversity refers to the variety of life in our nature world and is based on the number of distinct species that coexist in a given area, including fungus, algae, plants, animals, and even microbes like bacteria. One important measure of an ecosystem's health is its biodiversity.
Oh, and not to forget, there are 3 different types of biodiversity, which are genetic biodiversity, species biodiversity, and ecological biodiversity.
Yes, that's right. Genetic diversity is the range of different inherited traits within a species. It is crucial for species survival, adaptation, and resilience. This is the reason why every living species has their own unique traits.
Besides that, species diversity refers to the number of different species in their relative abundance in an ecosystem. It is important for the ecosystem's balance, productivity, and resilience. For the last type of biodiversity, I will be passing it to Sophie.
Thank you, Balkis. Next, ecological biodiversity refers to the diverse array of ecosystems being seen in a huge geographical location. On these days, efforts are needed to help biodiversity loss and maintain ecosystem services.
Since we're done with biodiversity, let's move on to the relationship between chemistry and biodiversity, shall we?
All life forms on the earth exist because of the chemical form of the elements, molecules, and compounds that make them up. There is a saying that claims that biology only works because of chemistry, and chemistry only works because of physics.
The interactions between atoms, molecules, and compounds that make up living tissues and the environment in which life takes place will determine the biological processes of living organisms. To see if this relationship more clearly, we have provided some examples with the importance of chemistry and biodiversity. Can you please name it, Sophie?
Let's start with the fact that 75% of the Earth's biosphere is water, and 75% of living cells are also water. Water is made up of an oxygen atom bonded to 2 hydrogens in a molecular bond where one oxygen atom shares an electron with each hydrogen.
To add more, plants create food through a process called photosynthesis. It is a series of chemical processes that sustain mammals, fungi, and plants. Understanding the chemistry of processes is useful in explaining and predicting the weather conditions for crop productions.
Finally, it is only the chemical properties of the atoms, molecules, and compounds that all the activities sustaining life on the Earth take place. Life on Earth depends on chemistry for every living thing to survive.
That was a very long discussion. We hope that you've been taking notes of what we've been explaining.
This would be the end of our talk.
Stay healthy and have a good day.